Now let us understand the corrections in leveling. What are the corrections in leveling? Suppose I set up my auto level at this particular station. Suppose this is S1 station, and if I took the reading from a staff from a distance greater than 200 meters, and suppose the reading turns out to be, suppose this is 1.2 meters if I read it, and the distance between the auto level and the staff is greater than 200 meters, then there are corrections that have to be applied to this reading. That means the reading that I took of 1.2 meters will have to be added or subtracted. There are corrections that have to be applied. What are the corrections? There is a refraction correction due to the several layers of earth, due to the atmospheric refraction. The distance, the reading that I read was not the actual reading. Instead, it was greater or it was lesser. Similarly, the earth has some curvature. If the distance is greater than 200 meters, then for precise leveling, I have to introduce this curvature refraction correction as well. And combining these both corrections, there is a combined correction that I have to apply in my readings. So let us understand that what are these corrections. So the first correction is a curvature correction, and this curvature correction is negative for a staff reading. That means if my reading was 1.2 meters, then I will have to subtract something from this so that my reading will be less than 1.2 meters. So this is always negative for a staff reading. So what is the curvature correction? Curvature correction is represented by Cc. It is minus 0.0785 d square. Now what is d square? D is the distance between the staff and the auto level station, and it is always in kilometers. It is never in meters. You will have to keep this D value in kilometers. If the distance is greater than 200 meters, I repeat again, you will not have to apply this correction at all. The second correction is refraction correction. This is due to the atmospheric refraction. You all know what is refraction. Refraction is the bending of light when it passes from one medium to the other medium. Refraction correction. Refraction correction is positive. The refraction correction is CR is, it is 1/7 of the curvature correction, and it is positive. It is plus 0.0112 d square, and d again is in kilometer in this case. When you will combine both these corrections, see, every reading will have to be applied with both these corrections. So instead of applying these corrections individually, why not come out at a combined correction, so that we can apply a combined correction instead of applying both these corrections separately. So there is a correction called as combined correction, that is the combination of both these, combined correction, and you will have to learn the formula of this, very important formula. The combined correction is minus 0.0673 d square. It is negative since the curvature correction is greater than the refraction correction, so it is negative. And d again is in kilometers here. Now you can use this concept also to calculate the height of some objects. Suppose you are moving in a ship. Suppose you are in a ship, and suppose earth has some curvature, and there is a particular tower here. This is a tower, and now you are able to see some particular height of the tower. Suppose this is h1. Now it may ask you to calculate the distance between the ship and the tower if this much height is visible to you. So this height may be given to you, or this distance may be given to you, and it may ask you to calculate any one or the other thing. So the formula for distance of visible horizon, it is same as that of combined correction. H equals to 0.0673 d square. H is in meters, this is in meters. I repeat, this is also H, this is in meters. When you will place D in kilometers, this will turn out to be in meters, and D is in kilometers here. If it is given you that a distance between a ship and a tower is this much kilometer, then you have to determine the height of the tower or height of the ship. So this formula can be used. Similarly, there is one more thing that is called as angle of dip. What is angle of dip? When you view something from a particular point, then the angle between the horizontal and your line of sight, then that angle is called as angle of dip. How will you calculate this angle? Theta equals to 2h upon r and the under root of this. This is how you will calculate the angle of dip, and it will come out in radians. What is r? R is the radius of curvature of the earth, and h is the height above the surface of earth. So this can also be used. Now there is a type of leveling that is called as the reciprocal leveling. See, if you will do the leveling, then there are chances that these errors, refraction and curvature errors, or the combined errors, will be introduced in your reading. So how can you calculate the exact difference between any 2 points? So for this we use the reciprocal leveling. Reciprocal leveling eliminates both these corrections. You do not need to apply any of the correction if you are going for reciprocal leveling. What happens in reciprocal leveling is, suppose you set up the station here. You take the reading from this station to this point. Suppose this is station A and you take the reading as A1. Now from this station only you will take another reading of the point that is far away, and that reading will be B1. Now in this is case 1. Now in the second case, what you will do, you will set up your station at point B and you will take the reading B2 at the same station B and a reading A2 at that station A. Using these 4 readings, you can calculate the actual difference between the points A and point B. There is a derivation for this, but let's do not go for the derivation and instead learn the formula directly. So questions for such particular leveling will be given like this. The instrument near. Firstly, the instrument is placed near point A. Secondly, the instrument is placed at point B. Now the staff readings are taken. And the staff readings are taken on point A as well as point B. When you place the instrument at A, you took the reading near that station only, that reading was HA. When the station was at A and you took the reading at point B that is far away from A, that reading was HB. Suppose now you change the instrument position and you set up the instrument at point B, at station B, and now you took the reading at point A at the same point at which you took the reading when the station was set up at that point. This is H-A, and now the reading at point B when the station was at B is H-B. You will have to fix these 2 points. These points A and B are not to be changed. They are fixed points. The station will be set up near these points in both these 2 cases. Now using these 4 readings, you can calculate the difference between A and B. This is A minus B and this is the absolute of this A minus B. Since A can be above B or B can be above A, you can use these values to check whether A is above B or B is above A. How will you calculate this? This can be calculated by H dash minus H dash B plus HA minus HB and divided by 2. So this is how you can obtain the actual difference H between these 2 points.